and conflict resolution expertise. The role played by the panel under the leadership of His Excellency President Obasanjo, supported by His Excellency President Kenyatta and Her Excellency Deputy President Mlambo Ngcuka, brings pride to our aspiration for African solutions for African problems. We've been closely observing the implementation of the cessation of hostilities agreement. And we are really encouraged and pleased to say that the progress that we've noted gives us all hope that silencing the guns in Africa is no longer a slogan, it is a strong possibility. And we hope that out of this agreement, the people of Africa will realize that conflict is what is causing us to experience underdevelopment, and that peace is the only route to development. And so all of us must exercise every effort to ensure that we enjoy peace on the African continent. I really wish to commend all parties in the steps they have taken to implement the Pretoria Agreement. The launch of the various structures relevant to the agreement has been, I think, very important. And we've seen the African Union Monitoring, Verification and Compliance Mission playing a very important role in the peace-building process in the Tigray region. I wish to commend the continued commitment and support of the Ethiopian National Defense Force as well as the TPLF to the processes required by the agreement. I wish to conclude by appealing that in the process of implementing the agreement, no child, no woman, no person must be left behind. Humanitarian aid must reach all corners of the affected communities. All of you gathered here as leaders know that the success of a negotiation is judged not by the signing, but by what happens after we have signed the agreement. The progress we've noted thus far is testament that together and united in pursuit of peace, stability, and development, we as Africans can achieve much more. These are aspirations enshrined in our Agenda 2063, which refers to a peaceful and secure Africa for a prosperous Africa based on inclusive growth and sustainable development. It is most historical that the lessons of peace for Africa should come from the great nation that's never been colonized, Ethiopia. And it is correct that it should come just from here. We have now learned lessons on how best to resolve our disagreements, that we must resolve them through dialogue. I hope we'll continue to see a meaningful improvement in the silencing of the guns on our continent, in the promotion and protection of human rights, not just here in Ethiopia, but in every country on our wonderful continent of Africa. Our people yearn. They yearn for peace. They yearn for freedom. They yearn for the enjoyment of human rights. They yearn for prosperity. And together, the lesson we see here is we can make it happen. And I wish all success in this process. I thank you.
How proud I'm happy I am to be part of this process for a country that I love, a country that is my neighbor, and a country that is at the heart of the African continent. It has been a long journey, and mine today is to take this opportunity to congratulate you, Mr. Prime Minister, to congratulate the different teams that you led, to congratulate the people of Tigray and the people who joined together with us, to congratulate IGAD, to congratulate all partners who have been part of this journey that has seen this day become a reality where war has now turned to peace. Ethiopia is a country of great potential. Ethiopia has always been a country of great potential. Ethiopia is a country that has led the way to showing the African continent how different nationalities and communities can live peacefully together under one flag. So as we see today, you have once again chosen to take that lead, to show that our differences, be they ethnic, be they religious, are nothing in comparison to the unity that we may have that can lead not only Ethiopia, but Africa to prosperity. The commitment shown, the leadership of the African Union has indeed proved, as Minister Phumzile has said, that Africa can resolve her problems if left alone to do so. That Africa has the capacity to work out her problems. And I believe what has happened here in Ethiopia is clear testimony to that fact. And we look forward for Ethiopia now beginning to take her rightful role as she brings peace to herself, to take leadership in bringing peace to other conflict areas across the continent of Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again say today is not my day for speeches, but a day in which not only Ethiopia but the people of Africa can hold their heads up in pride. A day when all other parts of Africa that are in conflict can look to the Ethiopian example as a way of peace. A way of peace so that our people can progress, our people can have prosperity, our people can have freedoms that they cherish, our people can have countries where they are proud to live in as opposed to being refugees. May we learn from this experience, and may God be our guide in that journey. Long live Ethiopia. Long live the people of Ethiopia. Long live Africa. Exba Ethiopia Ibarak. Asante sana. Thank you very much.
The confidence you showed in the African Union, and in so doing, your deep conviction to the principle of finding home-ground African solutions to Africans' problems. Indeed, it is the duty and the responsibility of the African Union to support member states, silence the guns, and resolve conflict through dialogue and compromise. This duty becomes even more crucial, indeed a moral obligation, as it relates to Ethiopia, a country without which the organization that I have the honor to lead today would never have been established. But today my job is very simple, because the job is almost done. and it is to sincerely commend the strong leadership and the courage shown by the federal government under the able leadership of Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and his brothers from Tigray region for their common decision to silence the guns in favor of peace and national reconciliation.